Alright, I'm back with another video. This one is funny because I'm gonna be real. Currently, right now, I do not currently have a job, but I have a job. It's preaching. I'm a full-time preacher, 24/7. Talking about the teacher. I'm not gonna rhyme no more. And God led me to buy a gym membership that costs like $60 a month. On top of the gym membership I have that costs $10 a month. So I'm having to rely on faith. And God's been telling me I'm going to supply your needs. Not just like financially, not just like physically, like food and water and like shelter. Spiritually as well. Relationally as well. You know, I want you to know that if you're in a season where you feel like things are hard, or things aren't going the way you want them to go, that everyone walking with God, and even those who don't walk with God, are going through one of those seasons. The person with all the money in the world may not have any real friends or any real people who love them in a romantic way, because people see the things that they have and get interested based on that and not based on whom they are. Again, people who might not have a lot of money have good relationships with people, but they're always constantly worried about how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pay that, how I'm gonna pay this, how I'm gonna pay that, where I'm gonna get the money for this, and where I'm gonna get the money for that. But God is saying He's gonna supply all your needs. You know, there was a sermon, I believe it was a Sermon in the Mount, where God was like, "Do not worry about what you will eat, or what you will drink, or what you will wear. Look at the birds. They have everything they need. How much more are you to God than birds?" You understand? Those are things that the pagans worry about. Those are things that people of the world worry about. What am I going to eat? What am I going to sleep? Where am I going to sleep? Where am I going to wear? Um, Worrying about things like that are showing a lack of faith. And I'm not going to lie. He told me to buy the gym membership yesterday. I was like, all right, I'm going to go buy it. I drive to the parking lot of my other gym because my air in my tire sometimes, because it's cold, it just be leaking out. So I'll be filling it by the free air. But that's by my old gym. My new gym is like literally 2 minutes away from my old gym. So I'm sitting in the parking lot of my old gym, and I call the people at my new gym. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to sign up for a membership right now. They're like, all right. So then I was gonna get the $40 a month membership. Guy's like, nah, you need to get the 55. I'm just like, the 55 let you bring a friend. You can go anywhere with that membership. I was confused on why he wanted me to sign up for that membership, but he just like that one specifically. So I'm just like, all right. So I called him. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking the membership in my head was $27 a month. The lady's gonna call me on the phone. She's gonna be like, oh, the membership that you want costs $44 a month. I'm like, you understand? So I'm like, that's a lot. Now I go to the gym pretty much every day. Like I go 7 days a week, usually. Unless I got somewhere to go, I've been going 7 days a week pretty consistently. And I have been trying to take the gym more seriously. And when I do go to the gym, I try to talk to people sometimes about God. Sometimes I'm really focused. And I feel like God is essentially letting the gym be my testing ground of like spreading the word in some ways, and in physically exercising my faith while physically exercising my body, and letting me see that when I rely on his strength, I can do more than what is possible based on my own understanding and on my strength. And I'm able to push myself farther than what I would usually do or go to. But yesterday, he told me to buy it, and I'm gonna be real, I didn't buy it. And then, like, I go do my workout in the gym. I'm in there in my old gym for like 2-3 hours, just thinking about how much I like the new gym so much better. And then I get home, and then he just says something to me that's like, da 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 da. He said, "I want you to talk about this." Man, I'm like, "What you want me to talk about?" And he was telling me to say the specific message. He was just like, whenever God is gonna do something, he's gonna show up in the time that you need him. So I'm just like, And then I look at the verse of the day, and it's like, I could do all things through Messiah who strengthens me. I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I'm just like, alright, bro, you trying to be funny. So then I preached a message, and I'm just like, I feel like a hypocrite. I feel scary. I'm just like, how many times I almost died and he brought me out? How many times some real serious stuff happened that required faith, and I just pushed forward when it looked like it was over. But then when it comes to this membership, when it comes to some bread, some money, I'm like getting scared. I'm just like not exercising the faith that he put in me up until that point. So today, woke me up, prayed for a little bit, wanted to go buy that membership. When I tell you, stepped in that gym 6 in the morning, didn't leave till like 11 in the morning. I'm gonna live in that gym. Stop playing. But I was able to preach to somebody today in that gym. And someone actually heard me, and they invited me to a Zoom call about God. And they were basically saying that when they heard me speaking, they felt like the Holy Spirit was moving through me. So I'm just like, I'm really supposed to be in that place. And then he gave me another confirmation just before I made this video. So then I realized that like where I'm going to in life with God requires me to take steps on faith to do things that is impossible for me to do without him, and to just allow him to do these things for me, and me stop expecting for things to go the way that I imagine. Like he said, you're gonna do this, this, and that. I don't have the ability to do this, this, and that. It's not the point. He's gonna do this, this, and that. He's gonna supply all my needs. All I need to do is step out on faith and step into the places that he tells me to step into at the time he tells me to step into those places. And instead of me trying to understand how he's gonna do it, or when he's gonna do it, or where the things is gonna come, you just know he's gonna always do it at the time that I need it to be done. I'm not gonna lie, I bought the membership. I was shook for a little bit, because I signed up for a year. You can now. It's not no going back now. It's not no going back. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, God has pulled through multiple times. You know, like there was one time where I wanted to buy some sweet potatoes and like this sauce for my chicken and some other stuff, and I needed like 10 or something dollars. And then I'm like, yo, God, should I sell one of my video games? Da 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 da, get some money. He's like, no. I'm like, I bet. I'm not gonna sell it. I'm just gonna listen to him. And then I walk out, turn on my car. He like, go sell your video game. Since you have faith in me, I'm about to do something. So I'm like, all right. So I go get the video game, go to the GameStop. My GameStop is the only one that's closed at this time. It's like 11 p.m. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. like 10. It's like 10:40, right? And it don't even open at 12. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, what he got me here for, yo? Son, I drive out the parking lot and I slow down and I see a lady just sitting on the, like right here, waiting for the bus stop. But she's just like, I'm like, are you okay? You look lost. She's like, yeah, I'm lost. I need to get to the train station or whatever. Da 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 da. I'm just like, all right. Well, came over here for reasons, probably just to help her out. So I'm driving her. I'm like, oh, do you believe in God? She's like, yeah, I believe in God. Da, 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 da. So then we start talking about God. I get right to where I'm about to drop her off. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some money. I was like, give me $20. Had more money than I needed to buy everything that I wanted. I only needed like $8. He gave me 20. So I'm just like, in that situation, I should have realized like, wow, like I really thought about it too, like how I came in $0, zero settle. I went to the GameStop, it was closed. Drive outside, slow down, talk to this random lady. She need help. She gave me some money. She got to where she needed to go to. I got everything I needed. That's what he's gonna do in this season. Not just for me, but for y'all. Anytime, if y'all rely on him on faith and you're really taking your walk seriously and trying, he's never gonna fail you, I promise you. He's never failed me. The only person who's failed him, the only person who's failed is me. I failed him many, many, many times. You know, just think about it. Well, like Yeshua, the 5 loaves of bread and the 2 fish. They're like, where are we gonna get all the food to feed these people? It's 5,000 people. He said, watch this. Prayed, broke it up, put it into the baskets, fed all 5,000, and the 12 baskets was overfilled. You know, he was able to make a lot out of a little with the faith that the people had and with the faith of the boy that brought it there. So God can always give you what you need. He's always going to give you what you need. If it has him involved in it, he's going to cover the bill for you. You don't got to pay for it. If God says you're going to have a house, you're going to have a car, you're going to have a spouse, you're going to have this thing like, I don't know, like a channel, you're going to have a ministry, and you're just like, you don't need to worry about paying for it. He's going to pay for it. People will show up if you walk by faith. If you're genuine, people are going to pick up on the lack of you being visible and something inside of you that's not you being visible, and they're going to attract to that light if they're searching for the truth. Even if they're not searching for the truth, if they see a light in you, people are going to get attracted to it. The only people who are going to flow away is darkness. They'll try to mess with you for a little bit, and when they see you got God and you really standing tall on that, yeah, they're going to run away. They don't want to deal with those problems, because if they get too close, God is either going to punish them or he's going to cast out the demons out of them, and then that person going to be free. So I just want to make this message like, no matter what, no matter how you feel, God is always going to make a way. He's going to give you what you need. And it's not like I'm never gonna have a job. Like, I got a job. It's just I need to start putting in the steps to get it. Faith without works is dead. He said, I got a job. I got a job. I just need to go put in the work to go get it. He said, I got the money. I got the money. I just need to put in the work to go get it, and not put in the work that I feel like I should. Put in the work that he specifically tells me to, in order to do exactly what he wants me to do. And I'll be in the right place at the right time with the right people who are willing to open a door for me to be able to help me in the situation. And it'll be having their business name on the check, but God's going to be the place where it actually came from. Because God will supply your needs. Yeshua Yahweh loves you. Yeshua loves you. I love you. God bless y'all. Y'all be safe.